Hello everybody. I'm Monkeypuzzle, and this is episode number 38, playing the Direwolf20 FTB pack for Minecraft 1.7.10 here on the Primus server. So welcome back if you've been watching, and welcome for the first time if you're new. So last time I was busy gaining as much warp as possible in Thaumcraft 4.2. And if I select my little sanity checker there, up on the upper left, you can see the gauge is purple all the way to the top. I have as much warp as you can possibly have. I did it by making a whole bunch of nasty, stinky flesh golems, which I have gifted to Cat Dog Pig Duck, and hopefully he won't turn them into some army and send them back to invade my lovely castle here. But I did all that because I was trying to open the eye to the Outer Lands over at a little obelisk thing over there that spawns the Eldritch Guardians. And I was not able to succeed with that. As much as I tried, I got all the 4 Eldritch Eyes and put it on and tried the wand on it and everything, but I couldn't open the research for opening the eye. And it turns out we were in the wrong version of Thaumcraft. We just weren't quite there yet. I was in 1.0.3 of the Direwolf20 pack, and it turns out hiding up there in the little tab there was a 1.0.4 update available, I guess, for the last few days. We all missed that announcement, but now we have updated the server and a whole bunch of stuff has been added to a bunch of mods. No new mods, but it's kind of like it's new mods because there's a lot more stuff in a lot of the mods, like Thaumcraft. I'm excited about what's in Pneumaticraft now. We'll get to that in another episode. A lot of the guys are very excited about the new witchery updates and so on. But anyway, immediately after the update, I went and I could get the research for opening the eye, which was, oh man, I'm forgetting. Oh yeah, of course, in the Eldritch tab here. Showed up right away. So I went ahead and got the research note for it, which is right here. Did the research and bang. Now we have it. So if we click on this, ooh, and I get some warp from that. Maybe I'll start getting warp effects. One of the good things about the new update for Thaumcraft is that when you get warp, oh, that's a sinister lodestone. Yeah, we'll look in there for a second. When you get warp, the effects subside after a while if you don't accumulate more warp. So that's a very good thing, very decent of Asnor, and it kind of balances the mod out a little bit more. Because why would you want to do stuff that has these permanent warp effects that are pretty annoying, especially if you're recording and you're doing something else, and that warp just keeps happening while you're doing something else. So anyway, let me show you a couple other things that opened up in, no, not in there, but in Thaumcraft. And we're going to go open that eye and go to the Outer Lands, but I think I'm going to wait one episode to do it because later this afternoon, Cat Dog Pig Duck is probably going to join me and we're going to go make an adventure of it together. So I haven't done a little collab for a while. I'm excited about that. But in here, there's a few more things we can do to get ready. First, let me show you the new stuff. So not only is there opening the eye, but down here, there are some new things, and we'll figure out how to get to those in a moment. Also, let me see. There were some other new things. Oops. Let me remember what they are over here. Yeah, up over here, there is focal manipulation. So let's click and get a research note for that. Something about custom enchanting your foci for your wands, probably. There's this thing up here, which I cannot get to yet for some reason. So if it's better than the wand focus of 9 hells, that would be really cool. I think that was all in thaumaturgy. Alchemy, let's see if there's anything new in... No, I don't want to select things. I think alchemy didn't have anything new, but in artifice, I think there was. Yeah, there's this. There's the flex scrubber, which would be awesome. This, we can make this and it will scrub flux around our base here whenever we create it. Especially if we mess up over there in the infusion altar, which happened last episode, so we won't have to put, oops, dirt blocks on that anymore. Oh yeah, there's the sinister lodestone, which I got the research for. already. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, Trahiramagy, we can now do a Void Metal Crowbar in addition to the Thaumium Crowbar. And yeah, I don't think Thaumic Esoterica or Thaumic Tinkering got anything new. But speaking of Thaumic Tinkering, part of preparation for Outer Lands is I want to make this, the Osmotic Enchanter. Cat Dog Pig Duck's already made this thing. I haven't. I've got to do an arcane infusion with 5 obsidian tiles, 2 thaumium ingots, and some spellbinding cloth. And what this is basically a custom enchantment table that I can choose my enchantments and use aspects from my wand in order to do it. So that's very cool. I think I've got all this stuff. So let's make this, and how it applies to going into the Outer Lands is I have just been relying on my one set of good armor. I've got, you know, some regular old diamond armor and some, I had some dark steel armor that didn't have anything on it, but I want to have another set just in case something happens. I want to be able to come here and put on a new set of armor. And, you know, it feels OP in this armor, but as soon as I don't have it, that goes away. So, yeah, let's do that. Let me see. First, to make some spellbinding cloth, I just need a piece of enchanted fabric. And I've already put the aspects I need to make it spellbinding cloth here. The Perditio, the Permutatio, and the Precantatio. And I think if we just throw this in here, yeah, we can click. And it'll make some spellbinding cloth, which we can grab. And by the way, while we're looking in here, I've made 20 sanitizing soap so far, which are going to help me get that warp down, which I will do once I'm sure I'm done with that Eldritch tab and get that back down. But let me see, the last thing I think we need to grab over here. Let's take our old, boring old enchanting table. With all its random crapshoot chances, and let's take down these mana pylons because we won't need them. And then I think all we got to do is put this enchantment table here in the center of our infusion altar. And then let me see, there's going to be the spellbinding cloth, and we're going to have the thaumium ingots. You see, after I put this stuff down, I'll look at it and see if I need to balance it a little bit. Why'd that happen? There we go. Let me get that back. And then, oh no, not the totems, but the tiles. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, that's balanced. That's all of my little thingy-doos, the pedestals. And I think we just got to click here. No? There we go. Okay. And hopefully all will go well. I'll meet you at the end of this process. Alright. Well, it seems like that all went fine. It didn't even use up the spellbinding cloth. But there is our Osmotic Enchanter. So that's pretty fancy. Let's put it back over here where my enchanting table was. Now to work, this is going to need some 6 pillars of obsidian totems around it with some Nitor on top of each, and they can be from 2 to 12 tall. So let's make these 2 of them 2, and then maybe over here let's make these 3. I'm just kind of winging it how this should look. I guess that's all right. And then maybe over here, yeah, we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that balanced looking enough? I think these actually probably should move over a little bit. I don't know actually how far away from the thing they can be. I won't waste your time. I can play with it later. I think this will be good enough for now. I do think those need to maybe move there or something. Or maybe these... Alright. So, hopefully, I did it right. And that works. So, over here, I have a new set of dark steel armor that I've gone ahead And I've added all the upgrades too. It's got the vibrant crystal and the 3 levels of capacitors and the various upgrades that I want on each of them. The helm has the sound locator, the night vision, and the revealing. For the goggles are revealing. The dark boots, actually I didn't put anything on this time because I found both the flippers and the jump 3 to be kind of annoying, especially after I already got the angel ring. The jump 3 was great before I had flight and when I was using the glider all the time, but then it just, every time I jumped really high. And the flippers make things kind of unmanageable when you're in water and you're trying to do anything. The leggings, I did add the 3 levels of speed upgrade. The dark plate, I put the glider on. What the heck? Oh, well, I'm showing you the old ones, but same over here. So anyway, let's see if we can put this dark plate in here, and then we can choose stuff. So let's see over there if we have any new options too. There were some new enchantments that came with the Thaumic Tinkerer stuff, but it may not apply to everything. Maybe just like magical Thaumcraft armor. So we definitely want to put protection on here. Let's turn off, can I turn off Opus? Yeah. So we want protection 4. That's cool. And then I can just get unbreaking after that. So yeah, the same limitations apply, but you're sure to get what you need, and you don't have to do all the stuff that you did with the enchanter from Ender.io and adding obsidian and all that kind of stuff. So let's grab a wand. Let's see if the crafting scepter works, because that's got the most juice in it. And you just put that in here, I believe. Yep, that works. And then now it should be doing it. It looks like I have to choose stuff all over again. Okay, well, I can do that. So let's do that. And the unbreaking. And oh, there we go. And it crashes. Okay, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, well, that was a fatal crash, and I had to roll back to server 3 hours, so Blizzard Penguin lost some work. Sorry, Blizz, or I guess you're more like over there. And we're back to where I was with the dark armor, and this is before, actually, I had upgraded it, which I think might be the issue. I wonder if the upgrades caused the crash, or if it was the scepter. What I'm going to do is I've got a backup at this point right now in the world, so I'm going to remake the Osmotic enchanter, and I'm going to try it with just the unupgraded armor and a regular wand, or you know, not the crafting scepter, and see what happens from there. I'll bring you back for that moment. Okay. Alright, I did a backup right now. I got back up to this point. I could have used that flux scrubber because I had a big flux spill when I did the infusion enchanting, or not infusion enchanting, but infusion crafting. But anyway, we're back to this point. The difference is that this dark steel armor is not upgraded yet. So I'm going to take a risk and try this right now. I'll be able to revert back to this point if it crashes again. But let's just try the plain old dark plate. And instead of the crafting scepter, let's try the silverwood wand this time. And we'll see if we can use this osmotic enchanting at all. Maybe it doesn't even work with the dark plate. I don't know. But let's try this. Get rid of that again. Let's do full protection. And then unbreaking. And full unbreaking. And cross your fingers. Okay. Never mind. Okay, well, I restored the backup to this point. So we're back right where we were before, and I'm just going to enchant and upgrade this stuff the normal way, or you know, the way that comes with it, with the enchanter and the anvil and the vibrant crystals and the capacitors and all that. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and see what else we can open up here. I'm going to do these 2 pieces of research that I went and got again. I'm going to do those real quick. The focal manipulation and the sinister lodestone, and see if that opens anything else up. And then I also wanted to try to see what other hidden research we could open at this point with the knowledge fragments. So let me do that real quick and I'll join you back. Okay, just finishing the last of the upgrades to the armor. So there we go. We got empowered 4 with protection 4 on breaking 3. And things always duplicate for some reason when you do that. But yeah, just like I said, I did it with the Ender IO enchanter and the dark steel anvil, which actually lasts a lot longer than the other thing, the regular old anvil. And for some reason, they're not charging automatically from the wireless charger. I just got to stick them in here in the capacitor, get them charged up. So there we go. I finally have a backup set of armor. So OP insurance. So there's that, and I'm also wearing the boots now that don't have the triple jump, so I don't get the when I jump. And I did those 2 pieces of research. It did not, oops, I keep looking in there. It did not open up any more research. I still don't know how to get to these 2 things down here in the Eldritch tab. What I do have now, though, we can try again, is I've got a bunch of knowledge fragments. So let's put those together and get some more research notes, see if there's anything else we can unlock now with the update. You got to click on these, and oh, we got banners. That's cool. So let me do that one before I do anything else, because I might just get banners again. So be right back. Okay, there's banners. And oh yeah, I did all that enchanting with all these essence berries. I still have saved up hundreds of thousands of them. So let's do the next one. See what we get. Bottled taint. Why would you want this? Yes, why would you want this? And one weird thing too that happened with the update is that I get to scan everything all over again. I don't know why, but that's really been helping me get the research points I need. All right. I didn't lose all the aspects I already knew, but somehow I can scan everything again. Strange. Okay. Bottled taint. Got some more warp with that one. Let's click on the next one. And it reverted back to knowledge fragments. I might be done. Try that again. Yep. Okay, so let's see what we have unlocked. We still haven't unlocked here. That was in, one of them was in alchemy. So we already had the liquid death. Where is the thing we got here? You know what? Actually, I think I need to log out and log back in. Let me do that real quick. Okay, now try that again. So over here, let's see, we got bottled taint. And then, where was the other one? Was it artifice? The other one we got was the banners. The banners are very cool. Oh, yeah, this is neat. I heard you can click them with an aspect, with something with an aspect, and they'll get the symbol. Let's do that real quick, and let's just see if anything happened here. No. What did I need? I needed, let me see, 2 sticks, a slab, and 3 wool. So let me see. I'm kind of red, so let's do a red banner here. So let's get some wool. I got some red wool already, and some sticks, and some slabs. There we go. And let's put that together. Over here, I forget if it needed aspects or not. We'll just do it in here. But it was something like this, right? And 2 sticks. And there we go. And I've got a red banner. It looks kind of like the Crimson Cultist. I might need to change that. But if we stick that somewhere, where's somewhere that would make sense? I guess maybe like right here. Ooh. And I forget how you do this. Do we do it with a label or a file? Let's do a file with, let's say, magic. And is this how you do it? No. Yeah, there it is. So you can get any of those symbols on there. That's pretty cool. So yeah, banners are now in our repertoire. And so that's pretty much done with what I can do with open up the research. This hasn't been the most eventful episode, but I have one more thing I want to show you as soon as I make that rain go away. Whew, the rain is so excessive in Minecraft. I was having some problems with my power. And so let me just show you what I did real quick. It was pretty simple, but basically I was running at a deficit all the time. These were running constantly. My capacitors were drained. I had just added enough stuff. Even when I turned off all that forestry stuff, the machines and the genetics and all that were over at the Highland Overlook, this was still running at a net loss, probably because of the quantum network bridge and the advancements to the AE system and everything. I'm not sure, but my charcoal that had been over 1 million got down to about 400,000. So what I did is down here, well, first let me show you up here. I've got a chest that is staying full of blaze rods due to an export bus. And then all the way down, let's just take the trip all the way down the long way. Ooh, I gotta change my drums out. I'll do that in a minute. Oh, you know what? I had done that before I did the, whatchamacallit. Oh, here's the blaze farm, by the way, before I had to restore the backup. So yeah, this is where the blaze rods come from. I haven't needed to use it for a while, but let's keep going down, down, and down, all the way, nope, all the way to bedrock. Yeah, so over here, basically I set up 16 of these 8 times survivalist generators. So this is the second tier of survivalist generators, and survivalist generators considered to be kind of crappy, but they're very, very efficient is the crux of it. They use things, you get way more power out of items than with anything else, but it's really slow. But, ooh, okay, unnatural hunger. But since you can do it 8 times like this, and this is 8 times 16, each of these producing 40, it's giving me, what's that, 40 times 16, so, oh, math on camera, 640 RF per tick, which is not a ton, but it was enough to put me back into the black by about 500 RF per tick. There's that ender chest full of the blaze rods, and sending everything back upstairs with the tesseract, and it's just getting power and sucking in the blaze rods to these guys. And I put it all the way down here because it's not so bad right now, but oh yeah, I gotta eat. But that hum, I just couldn't stand that hum. A sound muffler did not work on them, and there was no config option to turn the sound off, so I just banished them downstairs. But this is what is putting me over the edge, and I could add more of these. I could make them 64 times, but that requires a bedrockium ingot, which I have not used before. So there we are. This is my first foray into Ender IO generators, and just in case you don't know, these ones are pretty cheap too. So I started with these survivalist generators, and those just use cobble, iron, redstone, a furnace, and piston, so no big deal. And then 8 of those together around this transfer node gives this 8 times survivalist generator. And the transfer node, I hadn't made any of those before, but it takes these transfer node items and then these breadth first search upgrades, which are lots of redstone blocks, and then these ones, which are also more redstone blocks and gold in various combinations. So old news to some people, new to me. And then last thing while I'm down here is if I need to get that blaze farm going again, the thing that's holding me back is I need more storage for the mob essence. This was my hack tank from before, just with the floodgate into this space. So I'm probably going to make a glass wall over here and start a new tank for more mob essence, and then I'll be able to generate more blaze rods as I need them. But it uses them pretty slowly, so I'm doing all right. I feel kind of slow right now. Huh. I wonder what's going on. Okay, anyway. Yeah, it takes 2.5 minutes per blaze rod, so that's pretty good. And I'm not sure exactly how much power you get out of them, but it's quite a bit. It might have been that 800,000 RF, I'm not sure. But let's just go back up here and we will finish off this episode. And hopefully when I rejoin you in the next one, CatDog and I will be opening the eye. So over here, oh yeah, I just wanted to show you. When I started this last night, I had 122,000 blaze rods. So for 12 hours, I used 4,000 blaze rods. So I'm good for quite a few days on my backstock, but I will be able to build that up pretty quickly. So that's a pretty nice, easy power solution for now. Very simple and pretty low on the tick rate, I assume, too. So anyway, that's it for now. I am Monkeypuzzle, your host, and I'm all ready to go to the Outer Lands in the next episode. Leave me all your comments as usual. I very much enjoy them and look forward to all the feedback. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.